My name is Junhao. I'm a master's student from Zhongjing University in Taiwan. I'm honored to be here to present our study. The topic of our study is government max and modeling for spatially exploiting the ecological pattern of cartography Khaleesi. I will present our study in 5 parts, and from introduction to conclusion. The first is introduction. The prediction of trees of species distribution has become a focus in ecology in recent years, but few of them are concerned to distinguish the tree species. And the application of remote sensing to vegetation classification is still difficult because of the differences in spectral reflection of plants is subtle, especially in the forest with higher complexity. There are many factors that would affect the growing of plants, except the environmental factor. The spatial relation of tree samples might affect the prediction, like the autocorrelation of the samples. But the field survey in the mountain is very hard, so that we can acquire many samples throughout everywhere. So to overcome these constraints, it is very useful to extract the position of target from remote sensing images. The cartographic Khaleesi is commonly called as long-lived chinkpin. It's a sun-loving tree. It grows widely in South China and Taiwan. It's a sun-loving tree, and its seeds are an important food source for many animals, showing the ecological value of this species. And in our study, we aim to explore the spatial relation of the tree samples and its effect of this prediction. And we also want to determine which the method is the best for extrapolating. And about our study area. Our study area encompasses the Western Forest Station. The tree species over there is very complex, and we taken a sample from Dongfeng watershed in the east of this area, and extrapolated the potential habitat to entire study area. The data we used included also photo maps, DEM and SPAFA image, and then we derived the altitude, slope, aspect, extent coordinate, northern coordinate, and vegetation index, and term position. And the tree samples was acquired from field survey. Then we overlay this data and input them into GovMax and DT and DFO model to predict the potential habitat. And the final is model validation. We use the DEM to derive altitude, slope, aspect, extent and northern coordinates, and combined with the valley and ridge and valley information from orthographic maps to generate this term position layer. And the vegetation index was derived from 2 SPAFA images. One was acquired in summer in 2004, and another one is acquired from occurred in the autumn in 2005. And we based on the principle of the changes of moisture content of plants to build this vegetation index. The tree sample was acquired by using the GPS in field survey, and the total number of this species is 133. And 115 of them was from Dongfeng watershed in the east. And over these samples, we use the 2/3 of them to build this model, and 1/3 of them to use to validate. And it is tracked 18 sample. It acquired from central and west in this area, and we use this sample to evaluate whether this model could extrapolate to the farther area. And the background sample was randomly taken from the entire area. Then we overlaid this data and clip it by tree samples to obtain information about each factor in the position of trees. The method we used include four methods. The first is scope. This method use the algorithm, use the genetic algorithm to select the best real set for prediction. The concept of genetic algorithm is in following. This gene is the real set in the gut. It will select some genes with higher adaptation in the first, and evaluate whether the adaptation are as high as we need. If not, you will input into the evolution algorithm to generate a new generation. Then it evaluate the genes with new generation again. Repeat this step until the adaptation arrive the demand we need. Then we can obtain the best real set in final. The next is max sense. It based on the concept of entropy in thermodynamic and Bayesian statistics. It will find out the probability distribution by the concept of entropy, and predict the potential habitat by adopting an appropriate threshold. The third is decision tree. It is a non-parametric classification technique. It will classify the data by sequentially partitioning the dataset into each classes with some important variables. Finally, the discriminated analysis will analyze the independent variable, the relationship between the independent variable, to find out the boundary between the classes. And it will classify the data by this boundary. In the model validation, we use the method we use is split sample validation, that using independent sample to validate. And we will show the users and producers accuracy over accuracy and kappa coefficient. In our result, this table show the importance of each factor we used. And the software of GAP didn't show the importance. In this table, we can see that altitude, slope, and turn position are much higher, much more important than other factors in max and dt and in all three models. And the existing coordinates is important in max and dt two models, and the northern coordinate only important in dt model. We build the model based on the altitude, slope, and turn position three factors, and adding in the best model, the accuracy of gap max and dt is nearly the same. And when we add in the existing coordinates, the accuracy of max and dt was improved, but the northern coordinate is the northern coordinate is now affect the model significantly. In the predictive map, this one is built by altitude, slope, and turn position. When we add the existing coordinate in gap, when we add in the existing coordinate, the predictive area was limited, but the northern coordinate and adding is both eastern and northern coordinate, they couldn't improve the model. But in the max end, both eastern and northern coordinates will limited the predictive area so that it couldn't extrapolate to the area far away from the samples. And it is similar in DD models. But these two coordinate factors is not very efficient in DA model. And okay, we skip this. We have some conclusions. The first, when we build the model with altitude, slope, and turn position three factor, the accuracy of gap max and dt is nearly the same, but eastern and northern coordinates could improve the accuracy of max and dt. It shows that although the eastern and northern can improve the accuracy, but it only could be used in limited area. And on the other hand, the extrapolating test shows this model couldn't extrapolate the potential hard depth to the area far away from training samples. If we want to obtain a accurate prediction in entire area, we need more samples from other sites like Guangdong watershed in the west of this area. And finally, due to the constraints of resolution, so we want to extract some information from LiDAR and hyperspectral images to improve this model in future. That's my presentation. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much.
Time for question and comment opens. No?
I think your samples, just like the previous speakers, they're coming together. Maybe you can try to think using the laser rangefinder.
Sorry?
Laser rangefinder, you can sample, you can get the coordinates of your tree samples from distant point. For example, you stand up on the top of a mountain and you can look through very 400 or 500 meters far away, and using the laser rangefinder with GPS, you can get the coordinates in distance trees. So that will extend your sampling areas. So it maybe help your model, improve your model accuracy.
Thank you. Actually, we acquire the sample from the we acquire the sample from the ridge over here, and we extend the we link with the laser range to take the sample. So, but the topographic over here is very complex, like he said. So it's very difficult to get many samples. Yeah. So we will take more samples in future. Yeah.
I have a question to the questioner actually. What's the wavelength you're talking about for rangefinder?
Laser rangefinder.
What wavelength is?
Wavelengths. I'm not sure, but it's for measuring distance.
It's extremely important question. What is the wavelength?
Wavelengths.
Of course, yeah.
IR. Yes.
It could be the crucial point here.
Absorbed by trees. It means the laser beam is absorbed by trees.
Use microphone.
Your consideration is the wave, laser wave will absorb by trees.
Not only absorption but reflection as well could be taken into account. So many different parameters can be considered in this case, and you can choose the proper wavelength which will be the most selective.
Okay, so time is up, so let's move on to the next speaker. Thank you very much. So next is the last presentation.